Since Beyoncé dropped this date on Christmas, I've been trying to figure out what she's up to, and I think I finally cracked the code after hours of research, and while editing a completely different video, I managed to decode this date. Let me break it down. Naturally, my curiosity kicked in, so I went to her Instagram, and as I always say, Beyoncé follows a specific pattern in everything she does. I've proven this in my other videos, so definitely check those out if you want to catch up on what I mean. Anyway, on Instagram, I noticed all 4 videos, including the one with the date, are the same size, a 16:9 format. Now, if you post on social media, then you know you can frame content in different sizes. But here's where it gets intriguing. If you go to her TikTok, the first 3 posts are sized for TikTok or Shorts. They're cropped, not showing the full frame like you'd see on YouTube or Instagram. And the same thing applies to Twitter, or should I say, X. But the difference on Twitter is all of the videos are the same size, which is that 16:9 frame. But did you also notice that on every last platform that the date video stays in that same full frame of the 16:9 format, and she's still on the football field? So could this mean it's still related to the halftime show? Now, before I continue, I want to give a quick shout out to Lore Breakers, and I'll put their channel link in the description for you to check out, but they create amazing Beyoncé breakdowns, diving deeper into her work, and since I genuinely enjoy their content, I thought it would be great to share it with you all. I feel like they don't get enough recognition for the great breakdown content they produce, and just to be clear, this isn't a paid promotion. I just wanted to give recognition to the great content I enjoy, and I think you will too. So, if you're interested, the link to their channel is in the description below. But back to the video, and here's where it gets even crazier now. A few days ago, I came across a tweet where fans noticed something. There's a logo hidden in the corner of the video, so could that be the key to this whole mystery? But what's wild is that if she had posted the video in a cropped short video frame size, we wouldn't have even known it was there at all. But her waving the flag might have given us the clue we didn't know was there until now. But the real question is it the Netflix logo? Because think about it, what logo have we seen consistently in that exact position in her videos? But one thing I still can't figure out is why didn't she post this date video on YouTube? If you have any clues about that, drop your thoughts in the comment section. But also, let's not forget, Beyoncé already had a 3-project film deal with Netflix, and Homecoming was the first one done, and it has been reported that her halftime show performance was another one. So, could this be her going out of this deal with a bang, releasing her 3rd film to complete the deal? It would make sense, right? But if that wasn't enough, here's another great question. What would the film be about? And based on the evidence she's already shared from Act 1, I think I might have the answer. But first, let me add that after doing a little more research, I found that she might still have 2 films coming. And this would make sense considering the halftime show was only 13 minutes long, compared to films like Renaissance and Homecoming, which are an hour or more. And if you remember, after the Renaissance tour, Beyoncé announced the Renaissance film, which documented the tour and all the behind-the-scenes moments. And I've seen a lot of people saying they don't think she'll go on tour for Cowboy Carter because they think it's not a tour album, and that this performance was the tour. And not saying that's true or not, following the pattern of Renaissance, it's likely she'll drop a film instead to match what she did with Renaissance, like after touring. But here's where my theory gets interesting. If this is a film and she follows what she did with the Renaissance film, she might announce a surprise single at the end of it like she did with My House. Or if not, then if she is indeed going on tour, then there could be a tour announcement at the end of it instead, but who knows? Like, think about it. She loves to announce things at the end of whatever she's doing. We saw this firsthand with her Super Bowl commercial, the Renaissance film, and so much more. But as always, these are just my theories based on the evidence she's given us. Now, another reason why I think this could be Netflix related is the 3rd promotional video she dropped. The difference between this one and the others is because she's wearing black instead of white. Like, look at it like this. In the first promo video, she wore red, white, and blue. In the second, she wore all white, but in the third, she's in black with a silver glittery Renaissance coated top under a flowered red, white, and blue coated shawl. And that's not all, because since this Cowboy Carter era started, what type of hats have you seen Beyoncé wearing? Not many other colors, because the brand for Cowboy Carter is white, like how Renaissance had the disco ball cowboy hat style. So this sudden switch to black just screams rock and roll. And I'll get more into that in another video, but it's clear the font is rock related, but still, I feel like she's just teasing. Honestly, would the scavenger hunt be any fun if she gave us all the answers? teasers, that's like Jerry letting Tom catch him. And Beyoncé's style of teasing sets her apart. It makes the art more engaging while we're learning something, because since she posted that date, I've been researching nonstop and I've learned so much. In fact, I made a thread on X about everything I found. I didn't finish it because I started working on this video, but that thread will be linked in the description if you want to check it out. But since then, I've seen a few threads suggesting this could be a film or even one coming to Netflix, because one thread in particular caught my eye, where a hiver broke down some evidence that it could be related to the movie Nope, a movie which was released in 2022, and after reading the comments and checking for myself, because I still had Netflix thanks to the Beyoncé Bowl, I noticed many people saying the film wasn't even on Netflix, and after verifying, it wasn't. It suggests that every event during the tour, from commercials to performances, is interconnected, and I've even speculated before that the dates and products she's dropping are all connected. But at this point, no guess is bad, and with so many fans working together to figure this out, someone is bound to get it, even if it's just one detail. And this brings me to a side note. Obsessed has been my favorite movie, so if this is indeed a movie where Beyoncé stars, I'll be beyond excited. I've always loved her acting and hope she'll return to the screen, but even if she's not starring, I'll still be tuning in. But I also have seen theories where people think this could not just be a regular film, but a musical film, so what would you think about that? Also add your theories in the comments, because someone in the comments could be right when January 14th comes, so put your bid in now because you might be the lucky one. Now, why do I think this is something coming to Netflix? Well, look at the Netflix logo. It's red with a black background, and black often symbolizes the rock or gothic aesthetic, and red can sometimes complement that. Plus, in the third promotional video, Beyoncé wore black as the primary color with red lipstick. And where else have we seen this combo? Haunted. The Haunted visual has a gothic vibe with Beyoncé wearing black with red lipstick. Now, I'm not ruling out Act 3 being rock because the evidence is indeed there, but I don't think what's coming on January 14th will be Act 3 just yet, but she's teasing that it's coming, or better yet, but if I'm wrong, I'll come back to admit it. But for now, I'm just speculating, but the date and font seem like intentional choices to keep us guessing. Also, she didn't use Act 1's font and any other font, and this could be her slowly transitioning into Act 3, so she could be using rock-related things to do so. Now let's discuss the Cowboy Carter era, with some speculating that it's over because she made the flag disappear. And while I'm not deeply familiar with country symbolism, waving a flag reminds me of the finish line in a race. But after doing research, I found that during a horse race, dropping a flag could signal the start of a race as well. But here's the thing. My main concern wasn't really about the flag itself, but it's the way she seemed to be telling us to pay attention to the horse specifically, and I posted more about this on X in my threads, which, as I mentioned, will be linked in the description. But the Cowboy Carter era began in 2024, 2 years after Renaissance. So if this is a transition, then I feel like it's a slow one, and the rock era might not start until the time I predicted, which was 2026. And this theory ties back to the symbolism of horses transitioning colors over time, like a white horse could represent an era fading, while a black horse signals the next one, and the Cowboy Carter album cover shows a fully white horse, but the teaser hints at change. And after seeing these speculations, I'm starting to believe that this might not be behind-the-scenes footage from the Beyoncé Bowl, but something bigger, and with that we shall wait and see. But also, has anybody noticed how quiet Beyoncé has been since dropping this mystery date? She's definitely up to something, and I'm sure you guys are probably just excited as I am to find out what it is. Check out our storefront for Beyoncé-inspired finds, and visit our link tree for all of our social medias, including our Hive Club Discord, which is our exclusive Beehive community where we share everything around Beyoncé, and you can find the links to all of this in the description below.